A piece of human wreckage is how Wally Reid, the striking silent film star, is sometimes portrayed. This description became the title of a film created by his wife, Dorothy, following the heartbreaking loss of Wally. Despite this tragic label, Wally was often seen as a relatable and desirable figure, embodying the ideals of a wholesome family man. He was an athlete and a movie star who represented the values of Anglo-Saxon American Protestantism. His charm and good looks made him a beloved figure in the film industry, and he was frequently cast in roles that highlighted his approachable nature. Wally's life, however, was marked by struggles that belied his public persona. Behind the scenes, he faced personal demons that ultimately led to his untimely demise. This contrast between his public image and private battles paints a complex picture of a man who seemed perfect yet was tragically flawed. The legacy he left behind continues to resonate, revealing the depth of his character and the sorrow of his story. Reid was a morphine junkie, and this fact became public knowledge, stirring a moral panic in the 1920s about drugs and their impact on society. His addiction highlighted the struggles many faced during this time, as the use of drugs was often linked to moral decay. The public's fascination with Reid's life and struggles only intensified as his addiction became a symbol of the era's fears. In response to her husband's plight, Reid's wife, Dorothy, took a bold step by creating the film Human Wreckage. This film served as a stark portrayal of the dangers of morphine addiction. Some viewed it as a heartfelt attempt to warn others about the perils of drug use, while others criticized it as a form of exploitation. Dorothy's motivations remain a topic of debate, as the film's graphic content and emotional weight could be seen as both a cautionary tale and a sensationalized narrative. The film's release added to the growing discourse on addiction and morality, reflecting the societal tensions of the time. The impact of Reid's addiction and Dorothy's film resonated deeply, influencing public perception and sparking conversations about the responsibilities of filmmakers in addressing such serious issues. The legacy of their experiences continues to be felt in discussions about addiction and its portrayal in media. Despite his extraordinary life, Wallace Reid is largely forgotten today, known mainly to movie historians. He was a remarkable figure in the early days of cinema, captivating audiences with his charm and talent. Wally was not just an actor. He was a versatile talent who excelled in many areas. He shone in both drama and comedy, showcasing his ability to connect with viewers on different emotional levels. His skills extended beyond acting, as he was also a talented writer and director, contributing to the creative process behind the scenes. In addition to his work in film, Wally had a passion for music and painting, demonstrating his artistic flair in various forms. His love for sports also highlighted his dynamic personality, as he engaged in physical activities that showcased his competitive spirit. Those who knew him adored him, not only for his talents but also for his warm and friendly nature. Despite the passage of time and the fading of his legacy, the impact he made during his career remains a testament to his extraordinary abilities and the joy he brought to many. Born in St. Louis, Missouri, Wallace Reid came into the world surrounded by the vibrant energy of a theatrical family. His parents were both involved in theater, which likely influenced his early interests and aspirations. Growing up in such an environment, Reid was exposed to the arts from a young age, nurturing his creativity and passion for performance. He attended Freehold Military School and later Pennington Seminary, where he received a solid education that would serve him well in his future endeavors. Despite his strong foundation in academics, Reid initially set his sights on writing and directing, dreaming of crafting stories and bringing them to life on screen. However, the allure of acting soon captured his attention, leading him to embark on a career in movies. This transition marked the beginning of a journey that would see him become a prominent figure in the film industry, showcasing his talents and charm to audiences everywhere. Theatrical history in the United States has deep roots that trace back to the Revolutionary War. The first permanent theaters began to emerge in the 1700s, marking the beginning of a vibrant cultural landscape. Between 1850, this landscape expanded rapidly, with theaters popping up in cities across the nation. During this time, many talented individuals contributed to the growth of American theater, including Hal Reid, who was a significant figure in this evolving scene. Hal Reid, known affectionately as Wally's father, began his career as a playwright and actor at the young age of 18. His early start in the theater world allowed him to make a name for himself, but he was also known for his reputation as a womanizer. This aspect of his life often led him to travel extensively for work, which was common for many actors of his time. His experiences on the road and in various theaters shaped not only his career, but also the theatrical culture of the era. Hal Reid's contributions to the stage were part of a larger movement that helped define American theater, influencing future generations of performers and playwrights. The legacy of his work and the stories he told through his plays continue to resonate in the world of theater today. Wally's mother, Bertha Westbrook, was an actress who had a significant influence on his early life. She married Hal Reid after they met in December 1889, marking the beginning of a family that would soon welcome a new member. On April 15, 1892, William Wallace Reid was born in Kansas City, Missouri. His mother, with her affectionate nature, gave him the nickname Cotton Top because of his striking blonde hair. This nickname would follow him throughout his childhood, reflecting the lightness and charm that his mother saw in him. Growing up in a household connected to the performing arts, Wally was likely exposed to the world of theater and film from a young age, which may have shaped his future career. Bertha's background as an actress would have provided him with a unique perspective on the entertainment industry, fostering his own aspirations. The bond between mother and son was undoubtedly strong, with Bertha's nurturing spirit guiding Wally as he navigated his early years. Starting out in the world of performance, Wallace Reid found his footing on stage at a young age. In 1910, he joined his father's Ranger troupe, where he began to hone his skills in acting and stagecraft. This early exposure to the performing arts laid the groundwork for his future endeavors. However, Reid's initial aspirations were not to become an actor, but rather to work behind the camera. He had a keen interest in cinematography and aimed to become a cameraman. In 1911, he took his first steps into the film industry by working for Colonel William Selig, a prominent figure in early cinema. This opportunity allowed him to immerse himself in the technical aspects of filmmaking, which he found fascinating. Although he eventually became a well-known actor, his journey began with a desire to capture stories through the lens rather than perform in front of it. His early experiences in theater and his initial ambitions in film shaped his career in ways that would influence his later success. In the early days of cinema, Colonel William Selig emerged as a pioneering figure in the film industry. He moved to Los Angeles and established one of the first film studios in Hollywood, known for producing a variety of films, including the notable title In the Sultan's Power. Selig's studio played a crucial role in shaping the landscape of early filmmaking, contributing to the growth of the industry in a time when the medium was still in its infancy. Amidst this burgeoning environment, Francis Boggs became a pivotal figure in silent film. His work was instrumental in advancing the art of filmmaking, and he was well respected within the industry. However, tragedy struck in 1911 when Boggs was murdered, an event that sent shockwaves through Selig's studio and the broader film community. The murder not only disrupted the operations at Selig's studio, but also raised concerns about safety and the darker side of the rapidly evolving entertainment world. The impact of Boggs' death was felt deeply, as it highlighted the vulnerabilities faced by those in the film industry during this transformative period. The loss of such a significant talent left a void that would take time to heal, affecting the morale of the studio and the direction of future projects. The combination of Selig's innovative spirit and the tragic events surrounding Boggs created a complex narrative in the history of early Hollywood, illustrating both the excitement and the peril that accompanied the birth of the film industry. The legacy of these events continues to resonate, reminding us of the challenges faced by those who dared to dream in the world of cinema. In the early 1900s, the film industry was experiencing a remarkable transformation. By 1910, there were over 13,000 movie theaters across the United States, showcasing the growing popularity of motion pictures. This period marked the rise of new studios and the emergence of stars who would captivate audiences. Among these stars was Wallace Reid, affectionately known as Wally. He worked with some of the most notable directors of the time, including D.W. Griffith, who played a significant role in shaping the techniques of early cinema. Griffith was known for his innovative storytelling methods and his ability to create emotional depth in films. Wally's collaborations with Griffith helped to refine the art of filmmaking, contributing to the development of the star system that would dominate Hollywood for decades. As Wally took on various roles, he became a beloved figure, embodying the charm and talent that audiences craved. His work not only entertained but also influenced the direction of the film industry during its formative years. The impact of these early collaborations can still be felt today, as they laid the groundwork for the cinematic techniques and star-driven narratives that define modern filmmaking. Reid's journey in Hollywood began with his first major film, War, which was released in December 1911. This film marked the start of his rise in the film industry. Just a month later, in January 1912, he appeared in A Red Cross Martyr, further establishing his presence in the early days of cinema. However, it was his minor role in the controversial film, The Birth of a Nation, that truly catapulted him to fame. This film, released in 1915, was a significant milestone in American cinema, and Reid's performance caught the attention of audiences and critics alike. By the mid-1910s, his popularity soared, making him Paramount's top male actor. His charm and talent resonated with viewers, and he quickly became a household name. Reid's early successes laid the groundwork for a promising career in the film industry, showcasing his ability to captivate audiences and solidifying his status as a leading figure in Hollywood during that era. In 1913, Wallace Reid married Dorothy Davenport, and together they created a family that became part of the Hollywood elite. Their union brought forth two children, Billy and Betty, who grew up in an environment filled with the glamour and excitement of the film industry. As the years progressed into the late 1910s, Reid's career flourished as he became known for his roles in light comedies and dramas. His charm and good looks made him a favorite among audiences, and he quickly gained popularity. Reid also starred in automobile thrill pictures, which captivated the public's imagination. These films showcased daring stunts and high-speed chases, appealing to the adventurous spirit of moviegoers. His ability to blend humor with drama allowed him to connect with a wide range of viewers, making him a versatile actor in the silent film era. The combination of his family life and successful career positioned Reid as a prominent figure in Hollywood, where he enjoyed both personal and professional fulfillment. Despite his fame, Wallace Reid faced significant personal challenges that contrasted sharply with his public persona. Known for his charming roles in silent films, Reid was celebrated as a wholesome and likable figure. However, behind the scenes, he struggled with heavy drinking and a lifestyle filled with parties. This behavior escalated after a tragic train accident in 1919, which led to his addiction to morphine. The pain from his injuries drove him to seek relief through the drug, and what began as a means to cope quickly spiraled into a serious addiction. While Reid worked hard to maintain his clean and appealing image in the eyes of the public, his private life told a different story. Friends and family were aware of his struggles, but he managed to keep much of it hidden from his fans. As time went on, the reality of his addiction became harder to conceal. The contrast between the beloved actor that audiences adored and the troubled man he was in private created a complex narrative. Eventually, the truth about his struggles with addiction became known to the public, shattering the illusion of the perfect star. This duality of Reid's life serves as a poignant reminder of the pressures faced by those in the spotlight, where the demands of fame can often mask deeper personal battles. As Wallace Reid's health began to deteriorate, it became clear that his addiction was taking a heavy toll on his life. This struggle led him to multiple stays in sanatoriums, where he sought to recover from the grip of his dependency. Each visit was a desperate attempt to reclaim his health and his career, but the battle was not easy. The toll of addiction affected not only Reid but also his family, particularly his wife, Dorothy Reid. In a brave move, Dorothy chose to speak publicly about Wally's addiction, shedding light on the extent of his struggles. She revealed how their family life was impacted by his condition, sharing the emotional and physical challenges they faced together. Dorothy's revelations painted a vivid picture of the pain and turmoil that addiction can bring into a household. Her willingness to discuss these issues openly helped to humanize the struggles of those dealing with similar problems, showing that behind the glamour of Hollywood, there were real battles being fought. The couple's journey through this difficult time highlighted the importance of support and understanding in the face of addiction as they navigated the complexities of love, health, and recovery. Wally Reid died on January 12, 1923, at the age of 31, from complications related to his morphine addiction and other health issues. His untimely death shocked many and brought to light the struggles that often lay hidden behind the glamorous facade of Hollywood stars. Reid was a beloved actor known for his charm and talent, but his personal battles were largely unknown to the public. The pressures of fame, combined with the demands of the film industry, contributed to his addiction, which ultimately took a toll on his health. Reid's passing served as a wake-up call for the film industry, highlighting the need for better support systems for actors facing similar challenges. His story prompted discussions about the darker side of fame, and the importance of mental health awareness. In the years following his death, Hollywood began to implement reforms aimed at protecting the well-being of its stars. These changes included better access to medical care and support for those struggling with addiction. Reid's legacy lives on as a reminder of the human cost of fame and the importance of compassion in the entertainment world. After Wallace Reid's death, Dorothy Davenport emerged as a significant figure in the world of filmmaking, particularly in the realm of female directors and exploitation cinema. Her work often paid homage to her late husband, reflecting the deep impact his life and struggles had on her. One of her most notable contributions to cinema was the film Human Wreckage. In this groundbreaking project, Dorothy took on the roles of both co-producer and lead actress, tackling the serious issue of drug addiction. The film was not just a narrative, it served as a social commentary on the dangers of substance abuse, a topic that was often shunned in mainstream cinema at the time. Interestingly, the film received secret support from Will Hays, a prominent figure in the film industry known for his role in establishing the Hays Code, which aimed to regulate content in films. This backing provided Dorothy with a unique platform to address such a critical issue while navigating the complexities of the film industry. Through her work, she not only honored Reid's legacy, but also paved the way for future female filmmakers to explore challenging subjects in their storytelling. Reid's addiction and subsequent death played a significant role in the moral panic of the 1920s, a time when society was grappling with the consequences of substance abuse. His struggles highlighted the darker side of fame and the pressures that came with it. As a popular actor, Reid's battle with addiction became a focal point for public discourse, leading to increased scrutiny of the film industry and its influence on audiences. This scrutiny contributed to the push for stricter laws regarding drug use and the eventual establishment of the Hays Code, which aimed to regulate the content of films to promote moral standards. Despite the scandal surrounding his addiction, the media often portrayed Reid as a heroic martyr. His story resonated with many, as it reflected the human struggle against addiction and the quest for redemption. Articles and reports emphasized his fight against the demons of substance abuse, painting him as a tragic figure who fell victim to the very industry that had once celebrated him. This portrayal garnered public sympathy, as many saw Reid not just as a cautionary tale, but as a symbol of the broader issues of addiction and the need for compassion in addressing such challenges. His legacy, intertwined with the moral panic of the era, continues to evoke discussions about the impact of addiction on individuals and society as a whole. Wallace Reid's death served as a significant wake-up call for Hollywood, prompting studios to rethink how they manage their stars. The tragic loss highlighted the pressures and challenges faced by actors in the industry, leading to a more cautious approach in handling their well-being. In the wake of his passing, there was a strong movement among fans and family to preserve Reid's memory. They actively lobbied for the reissue of his films, ensuring that his work remained accessible to the public. This effort was not just about keeping his films in circulation, it was also about maintaining the wholesome image that Reid had cultivated during his career. His fans remembered him not only for his talent, but also for the charm and integrity he brought to his roles. As a result, studios began to recognize the importance of protecting their stars from the intense pressures of fame. The nostalgia surrounding Reid's legacy became a powerful force, reminding Hollywood of the human side of its glamorous facade. This shift in perspective led to a more supportive environment for actors, as the industry sought to honor Reid's memory while also learning from the circumstances surrounding his untimely death. The changes initiated in the wake of his passing reflected a growing awareness of the need for compassion and care within the entertainment world, ensuring that future generations of stars would be treated with the respect and consideration they deserved. By the 1930s, Wallace Reid's legacy had begun to fade, overshadowed by the rise of other Hollywood icons and the industry's shift towards moral advancement. Once a leading man known for his charm and talent, Reid's story became a distant memory as new stars captured the public's attention. His struggles with addiction and the tragic circumstances surrounding his death contributed to this decline in memory. Despite this, Reid's life and experiences continue to resonate within the film industry. His story inspired scenes in films like A Star is Born, which reflected the ongoing impact of his life and death on Hollywood. The themes of ambition, fame, and the darker side of stardom echoed Reid's own journey, reminding audiences of the price of success. As the years passed, Reid's contributions to cinema were often overlooked, yet his influence lingered in the narratives that filmmakers crafted. The complexities of his life served as a cautionary tale, illustrating the challenges faced by those in the spotlight. The evolution of Hollywood storytelling often drew from the shadows of Reid's legacy, ensuring that while his name may have faded, the essence of his story continued to shape the industry. Wally Reid is interred at Forest Lawn Memorial Park Cemetery in Glendale, California. This serene location serves as a final resting place for many notable figures, and Reid's presence there is a testament to his impact on the film industry during his lifetime. His legacy continues to resonate with fans and historians alike. Dorothy Davenport, who was not only his wife but also a talented actress and filmmaker, dedicated herself to honoring Wally's memory after his passing. She lived at the Henda Park home until 1930, a place filled with memories of their life together. Following her time there, she moved to Casa de Contenta, where she continued to celebrate Wally's contributions to cinema. Dorothy's commitment to preserving his legacy reflects the deep bond they shared, and her desire to keep his spirit alive in the hearts of those who admired him. Her life after Wally's death was marked by a sense of purpose, as she worked to ensure that his achievements were not forgotten. The Henda Park home became a source of trouble when it was leased to a gambler who transformed it into an illegal casino. This situation led to significant legal issues for Dorothy, who was associated with the property. The illegal activities at Henda Park attracted unwanted attention from law enforcement, complicating Dorothy's life and finances. As if that were not enough, Dorothy faced another setback when she lost the Casa de Contenta apartment complex. This loss stemmed from a lawsuit related to the film Red Kimono. Dorothy had made the film without securing the necessary rights, which resulted in legal action against her. The combination of the illegal casino operation and the lawsuit over Red Kimono created a perfect storm of challenges for Dorothy, impacting her reputation and financial stability. These events marked a tumultuous period in her life, highlighting the risks and consequences of decisions made in the entertainment industry. In 1961, the former Reid residence met its end, as it was demolished to pave the way for the Thunderbird Inn, which is now known as the Standard Hotel. This change marked a significant moment in the history of the area, as the home once belonged to Wallace Reid, a prominent actor of his time. The legacy of Reid did not end with the demolition of his residence. His wife, Dorothy Davenport, who was also an actress and filmmaker, passed away in 1977 at the age of 82. She was fondly remembered as Miss Wallace Reid, a title that reflected her enduring connection to her late husband. The struggles faced by Reid during his life, particularly with addiction, foreshadowed the tragic paths taken by other actors in later years. Notably, the deaths of John Belushi and River Phoenix, both of whom succumbed to drug-related issues, echoed the challenges Reid faced. These stories serve as a reminder of the darker side of fame and the impact of substance abuse in the entertainment industry. In Ken Russell's 1967 biopic Valentino, Wally Reid is portrayed as a foolish and childish figure, a brief but memorable depiction that captures a certain essence of the silent film era. Reid's life and struggles resonate deeply within the film industry, particularly influencing the narrative arcs of the character Norman Maine in both the 1937 and 1954 adaptations of A Star is Born. The character reflects Reid's own battles with fame, addiction, and the harsh realities of Hollywood. Reid's story serves as a cautionary tale about the fleeting nature of stardom and the personal demons that can accompany success. His experiences highlight the darker side of the entertainment world, where the pressures of public life can lead to tragic outcomes. The connection between Reid and Norman Maine illustrates how the struggles of one actor can inspire the portrayal of another, creating a lasting impact on cinematic storytelling. The legacy of Wally Reid continues to influence how stories of ambition and downfall are told in